Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are around the world. My name is Master Robyn Rice from Sydney, Australia, and I have my beloved dog with me, May, and we are so happy to be with you, to be with your beloved pets, to join our hearts and souls together, to continue on this most amazing journey where the ultimate goal is to reach universal oneness. So to join together as one. So today I have been inspired to work on transforming our ego. So the ego can appear in many different forms, but when our ego is active, it is not possible for us to join together as one because we may have judgment, negativity towards another soul. We are more focused on ourselves, making ourselves happier than focusing on others. We may think we are right all the time, and this is a bit of a human condition. So today I've been inspired to make this session about transforming our ego. And everything that I go through is from Dr. and Master Zhi's teachings. And I'm very, very excited today that I'm going to offer you a very special treasure out of one of his amazing books. And this is called Divine Soul, Mind, Body Healing and Transmission System. So if you do not have a copy of this book, I highly recommend that you go to Amazon.com and grab your copy because it has a lot about transforming our mind. And we are doing these practices, we are always using divine transformation. It is so much faster than doing it the other way. So we are calling on the divine and we will receive a treasure. Divine treasure today to assist us with this process. And what I wanted to share today, I'm going to ask May to share her wisdom. She has a lot of wisdom, and animals are very, very blessed that they do not have ego. Particularly dogs, they just love unconditionally. And I must say that I have learnt a lot from beloved May. They're not worried about their image, they're not worried about what car they're driving, how they look, and they do not overthink. So we can learn a lot, and they are very, very light. Animals always feel very light because they're not over analysing, overthinking. So I'm going to ask May to share what she would like to share at this time about how we can transform our ego. So let me connect. And know that it is possible for you to connect to your soul of your pet, to know what your pet would like to say to you. So I'm going to close my eyes and connect with May's soul. Dear beloved May, what is it that you would like to share with us today about transforming our ego? My dearest friends, my greatest advice to each of you is to just love one another unconditionally, no matter what it takes. Do everything that you could possibly do to join together as one, to open your hearts to each other, to let go of anything that you have against another soul. Let go of the past and just be in the present moment. Be fully connected with the heart and the soul of those who are around you at this time. For when you are connected heart to heart, soul to soul, Your mind has moved aside and you are no longer being influenced by the ego. This is most important at this time. It is my greatest desire to connect with your hearts and souls, and as many hearts and souls of the animals, of nature, and all souls that I possibly can. For it is when I am connected that I feel at peace. And most importantly, when I am connected to the divine, the Tao, the source, I feel like I have come home. It is only when we bring out these divine qualities of unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, that we can truly connect to one another, we can truly connect with heaven. I love each and every one of you with all of my heart, and I wish you all of the best in transforming your egos, the separation. How. Thank you. So thank you, beloved May, for this wonderful wisdom. So May has a lot of wisdom. So wonderful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually, the uniqueness of Master-Sha's books is that they actually contain divine treasures. Some of the books contain Tao treasures. And when you read a section of the book, these treasures are pre-programmed into the book, so when you read it, you will receive the treasure. And this is only one of the treasures in this book. So if you do not know this book, Divine Soul, Mind, Body, Healing and Transmission System, Dr. and Master Zhi Gangsha, it is a wonderful, wonderful book. So please prepare, sit up straight if you would like to receive the treasures, and then we'll do the practice. So put the tip of your tongue near the roof of your mouth, opening your heart and soul to receive this divine treasure. In the next 20 seconds, the divine will download it to your soul. It is so amazing that this is possible. Every time I receive a treasure from one of Master Sha's books, I am so grateful that this is possible. So divine order, divine golden light ball and golden liquid spring of divine removing ego, soul transplant, transmission, divine mind transplant. So this is the next one. The first one is the soul transplant, divine order, divine golden light ball and golden liquid spring of divine removing ego, mind transplant, transmission. And the third one, divine golden light ball and golden liquid spring of divine removing ego, body transplant, transmission. Divine order, join the divine golden light ball and golden liquid spring of removing ego, soul, mind and body transplants together as one. Hey, yeah. So just sitting for a few seconds. Just receiving, feeling the divine frequency and vibration of this treasure for removing ego. We are so blessed that the divine is offering us these treasures at this time. So how? Thank you. We are so grateful to Master Sha. We are so grateful to the divine. So now let us do a practice. So this is what we call divine transformation. So all of Master Sha's teachings is we are using the power of soul. We use the 4 power techniques, but the most powerful one is the soul power. So we are going to use the divine treasure for removing ego. So this is a really powerful divine treasure. It brings the divine frequency and vibration to transform and to remove our ego. So let us begin. Let us experience the power of this practice. So closing your eyes, sitting up straight, just observe how your mind is feeling at this time. And when your ego is active, you know that your mind would be maybe overthinking. You might be thinking, I'm right, that person's wrong, what happened yesterday, last week. There are many, many things going on in your mind. You might have resistance. You might have had a big reaction to something. This is all a sign of ego. So just observe how you're feeling at this time. And we are going to begin our practice. So we always use the 4-power technique. So sitting up straight, your feet flat on the floor, your back away from the chair if that is comfortable for you, and your hands, for the second part of body power, you can place one palm below your navel, and the other palm we're going to place on our heart, because the heart actually also houses the mind and the soul. So just feeling the connection. So let us say hello. This is the soul power. So we'll say hello to our mind. So dear soul, mind and body of my mind, I love you, honor you and appreciate you. You have the power to remove, to transform your ego. Do a good job. Thank you. And we'll connect with the divine treasures. So dear the divine treasures for removing ego, soul and body transplants, we love you, honor you, appreciate you, bow down to you. Please turn on. Please bless us to remove our ego, to transform our ego, so that we can join together as one in love, peace and harmony. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We cannot thank you enough. So let us experience the power of this divine summer body transplant. So if you want to know if a pear is sweet, taste it. That is all about, the divine transformation is all about doing the practice. It is all about experiencing the power of these divine treasures. So wonderful. So the mind power, we're going to visualize beautiful golden light pouring into our hearts and also pouring into our mind, and then radiating through our entire body. So our mind, our consciousness actually affects every cell in the body. If we are in our ego, it is actually influencing every cell in our body. So visualizing the golden light, wherever golden light shines, all sickness disappears, all blockages disappear. So really visualizing the golden light to transform ego. And the sound power, which is the 4th power, we will chant to begin with, divine treasures, remove my ego. Thank you. It is that simple. So as we chant, we are removing our egos little by little. So let us begin. Divine treasures removes my ego. Divine treasures removes my ego. Divine treasures removes my ego. Divine treasures divine. Divine treasures remove my ego. Thank you, 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 divine. Chanting silently now, really visualizing the beautiful golden light. And these incredible divine treasures, they carry so much virtue. So when we turn them on, it is the virtue in these treasures. It is the divine frequency and vibration that is removing the soul, mind, body blockages from our ego, because we are working on our ego at this time. So the more we chant, the more we are transforming our egos. So, and this can happen really, really fast when we use these divine treasures. So I'm going to offer you a special blessing now. So you can continue to visualize the golden light. And this blessing will be to assist you to transform your ego so that we can all join together as one. So each and every one of us have the ego that we could transform so that we can actually ultimately become better servants for humanity. We can serve our beloved animals, nature, Mother Earth, humanity and all souls much better when we come out of our ego and we go into our hearts and our souls. So please receive this blessing. Blessings start. Hey. So transform ego to the greatest humility. Transform ego to the greatest humility. Transform ego to the greatest humility. We are extremely loved and blessed. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, beloved Master Shah. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Tao. Thank you, Source. Thank you to all our spiritual mothers and fathers that brought the light. And thank you to this incredible divine treasure for removing the ego. We are so grateful to the divine. We are so grateful to Master Shah. So take a moment and just observe how you are feeling at this time. After that practice, do you notice any transformation? Do you feel a greater oneness with the souls that are with you, your pets, your family members, your environment, whatever it is, whoever is around you? There are many, many souls always around us. So do you have a stronger connection with them at this time? So it was a beautiful, powerful practice. So whenever you feel like you have gone into your ego, just turn this treasure on. Ask it to transform your ego and move you towards the greatest humility. And this is such a wonderful, wonderful gift. So it has been a great honour to be with you, to be with your pets. We thank May for her wonderful wisdom on transforming the ego, and we can learn so much from our beloved pets, from our animals. So May and I love you with all of our hearts. We look forward to joining you again very soon. So love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. So love you everyone. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. See you next time.